Good morning, thanks for coming. Pleased to announce the squad for the Six Nations, for the first game anyway. Announced a squad of 34 players. We've obviously, as it's been reported, got a number of injuries to some key players, which creates a fantastic opportunity for us to increase the depth of the squad. We start off the tournament with a tough game against France. France are really starting to get their game together. They should have beaten Australia and certainly took New Zealand right to the wire. So all our preparation is about beating France. We're not concerned with anything else in the tournament apart from playing well against France. We've got a number of players who are coming back from injury who we'll have to monitor very closely in the first week of our preparation. They include Dylan Hartley, George Cruz, James Haskell, Joe Marler, so we've got quite a bunch there, so it'll be an interesting first week of training. But, the scene is set for a great tournament, I think. All the other teams are in good fettle. As the defending champion, they'll all be coming to get us. So we're going to have to play appreciably better than we played in the tournament last season. Moving in the right direction. He's progressed from probably in autumn we would have given him a 5 out of 10, and he's probably about, in terms of ready to play, about a 7 out of 10. So, given that he has a good couple of days training in Portugal, I anticipate him being in the reckoning for the first test team. Discussion. This is a discussion we have with every player, but no one owns the jersey. No one owns a position in the team. It's something that you borrow and something that you've got to look after and something that you've got to cherish and something that you've got to focus on 100%. Because if you don't focus at 100%, you get caught short. Yeah, look, there's some great players coming back in. We don't know what condition they're in to play Test rugby because they've been playing club rugby and we haven't seen them for a long period of time. But they've all been great players last season for us, and we anticipate they're going to keep on getting better.
2016, you don't see a challenge will be?
Well, I think it's always complacency. If you read anything in the media at the moment, players are talking about lines. They're always asked about lines. So, particularly 2017, the Lions tour it's a massive attraction, but it also can be a massive distraction in terms of players focusing on the future rather than focusing on what's going on at the moment. And then you've got the expectation of the team. Every time you meet someone in the street, they come up to you and they say, "Oh, you must be fascinated about the game against Ireland. They're going well." Well, Ireland's not a concern for us, but if you keep on hearing that gets at the back of your head, and again, that can become a distraction. So we've got a lot of distractions in front of us, and part of our job as a coaching staff and the management staff and the senior players is to make sure at the start of the camp at Portugal we get the focus right, and that's on beating France.
So in a way, you work...
well, there's a fair bit of hatred towards England, isn't there? And you feel that. Well, I'm an Australian, so I didn't realise how intense it was. And that adds to the tournament. I don't see that as being a negative. I see that being as a very positive part of the tournament. And that's what gives it the allure of this intense rivalry of these countries that live next to each other. Small brother versus big brother type situation. Yeah, well, if you look at the squad they've picked, they're full of talent. I think Novez has got the team going in the right direction. I thought they were very impressive in autumn. He's got them. You can see they're enjoying the game more. I failed first year high school French, so I won't try to use any French. But what's that term they use?
Joie de vivre.
Yeah, you can say joie de vivre. They've got that back in their game. And you can see when they get an offload now, they really get excited, and they've picked a big physical team. They've got exceptionally gifted back rowers that can jump in the line out, can shift the ball, can run, can tackle, and they've got the 2 Fijian wingers that give them that bit of buller on the wing.
Sorry, writers downstairs. Yeah.
Sorry.